Here we are, 2026 CrimeCon in Las Vegas, Nevada. I remember last year, Dan, when we were in Colorado and they said it's going to be in Vegas. We all went, oh, damn.
Oh, man. Yeah. And you know what? It's exciting because there's so many people in this building right now that are thrilled to be here for CrimeCon. We're thrilled to be here. It's year 4. And we're already walking around and meeting some people that we've got to know through our involvement in the podcast who have their own shows, who are on TV. And it's an interesting little group of people. It's cool to be part of, but we are excited to meet people who are fans, people who know us. And every year it happens, and this year it's going to be even better.
Oh, it's going to be great. And you know what? The best part, we say it every year. We get to meet all the people who watch, listen, follow our show. Now, all the numbers that we look at every day become people.
That's right.
You know, it's great to have people come over. Oh, I know you. I watch the show. I follow the show. And it's a great feeling on top of seeing all our friends here.
Yeah.
Cheryl McCollum, Laura Engel, True Crime Garage. I mean, they're all here. All friends.
Long Crime Network
right.
people. I mean, it's going to be a great, great time. We're excited to be here. If you're anywhere near the area, you can get here. Get here. If you haven't been, think about next year. Because if you like true crime, this is your heaven. Right. Because everybody who's is interested in true crime needs to see and meet the people who are the creators of the content that they look at, and understand that we do this basically for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is we care about justice.
Absolutely.
People in this room are really deeply committed to that. A lot of these shows and a lot of these folks that are out here, these authors and stuff, are all about educating and trying to find answers for people, and we love that.
Yep. And I'm sure we're going to have some guests here. We're going to do a bunch of interviews. We're going to do a bunch of photos. So make sure you follow us on our Instagram feed, Facebook, all that. And we got a big weekend ahead, everyone. So stay tuned, and we will see everybody real soon. And this is the beginning of CrimeCon 2026. Woo! And Dan, who else would kick off the day at our table than the one and only legendary Cheryl McCollum?
Have we even been to sleep? I mean, last night, y'all were partying. We are dancing. It's the 90s. I don't even know what time we left there. We migrated to another location.
I heard.
And we stayed there till, I don't know, the sun was coming up. And now we're here on Creators Row. But I'm going to tell you, I have already seen some of the most incredible talent, some of the most just thought-provoking and victim-centered podcasts, this one included. And I am so proud to see both of y'all. It just makes my whole year, I'm telling you. Oh, and what's here? So anyway, I'm just saying... For me, it's important that we support each other.
Insider joke, because every now and then people come by and try to distract us.
Everybody is stealing their coins.
Yeah.
And we're watching y'all. I'm just letting you know. These are two of the best detectives. You're not going to get away with that madness.
I will make an arrest.
Yeah, we will make an arrest. We will get on the clock.
That'd be awesome. Well, I hope y'all come to my session today because we are doing Alcatraz. Did they or did they not escape?
So what's the answer?
Got to come to the session, people.
Yeah. Can't give it away. That's awesome.
This is great. I mean, we met you 4 years ago in Orlando doing this, and look at us now. So
it's amazing.
Thank you for everything.
Yes. No, listen, y'all have done it. Y'all have done it the right way, with integrity, with just solid reporting, and you educate people while you bring them into your world. And I think that's one of the best things. I do.
Well, while we're on that topic of educating people, let's educate them about your book.
Oh, yes.
Swans Don't Swim in the Sewer. Cheryl McCollum is out. Tell us about the book.
So it's a story about a serial killer, the Flint River Killer, who was in prison for murder, reached out to me from prison to help solve his own daughter's murder. And that's the book. It's a true story.
Wrapped up, right?
You can't make it up. You cannot make it up.
You cannot make it up.
Yeah. And the story with the wife was funny, but we don't want to give that away.
Yeah, you got it. That's in the book, though.
Yep.
But I will tell you, because the two of y'all will appreciate this, it's the only time I've ever had somebody that could legitimately give me the victimology and the suspectology at the same time.
At the same time, that's right. That's a great point.
It was awesome.
Yep,
it was
that's
awesome.
A great point.
Hey, we're going to have a great day.
Yep, we're going to have a great day. So stay tuned. We'll be back, but we're glad we kicked it off with you, honey.
No doubt.
As always.
Love
Cheryl
you.
McCollum, top of the heap, the best there is.
And it is so great when you can love somebody and admire them and respect them.
we'll end it right there.
Yeah.
Stay
Don't
safe.
get
We'll see
better
everyone
than
soon.
It's the truth.
All right, back at CrimeCon 2026. Here we are on Friday morning with our good friend Randy Sutton, founder of the Wounded Blue and a longtime career lieutenant of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department in his hometown. Randy, it's great to see you.
It's great to be here. This is my first CrimeCon. I know you guys are veterans. You guys are veteran CrimeCon people.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great day in your hometown. So we're glad you stopped by and said hi. And you got a bunch of things going on today. What do you got going?
Well, I am really here for Fox News. I'm going to be talking about the Robert Tellis murder. You know, he killed the newspaper reporter a few years ago, and we're going to be talking about that and the Wounded Blue.
And the Wounded Blue, of course. Tell everyone about the Wounded Blue.
Well, the Wounded Blue is a nationwide charity that helps injured and disabled officers. We have helped more than 17,000 cops in the last 8 years. It's amazing. We're saving lives, we're saving careers, we're saving marriages, and we are thewoundedblue.org.
Randy, it's a story that brought you to do this kind of work, and it's your own personal story. And it happened when you were with the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. Give us a quick take on that, because some might say, why did you get involved in it, other than having been a cop and caring about the men and women? But you have a personal story, don't you?
Well, if you had asked me before I retired what I would be doing in my retiring years, it wouldn't be this.
Yeah.
But what ended my police career, I had a stroke in my police car. And it was literally the most frightening moment of my life. And it ended my police career. And then my own department turned its back on me and said, we're not going to pay your medical bills. We're not giving you your benefits. This is after 24 years of service. And I was shocked. And that feeling of betrayal, that feeling of abandonment was a very tough time for me. Eventually I prevailed. They had to give me what they were legally obligated to. But then cops started reaching out to me. Randy, I know you don't know me, but I was shot in the line of duty, and my chiefs never even visited me in the hospital. They're not paying my medical bills. And similar stories from all over the country. And I realized that this is a national issue, and there was no national resource. So I created the Wounded Blue, and now we've helped a bunch of people.
Wow, it's awesome. It's amazing. And that was the biggest thing, you getting the story out there and having more people reach out to you about similar circumstances, and then you acting on it. A lot of people get emails, okay, cool, it's another story, I
couldn't stop it. I couldn't say no.
Right.
You know, when you're hearing these horrendous stories of betrayal, I mean, listen, I had a stroke, okay, that's tough. But can you imagine getting shot in the head and not getting the proper medical attention, and then be thrown away?
Unbelievable.
That's happening in America to police officers today.
Well, thankfully to you, that stops.
So if you want to help the Wounded Blue, go to thewoundedblue.org, see who we are, see what we do, and give what you can. Right now we're asking people to donate $9.11 a month. Because when people need help, they call 911. But when the police need help, they call the Wounded Blue.
Outstanding. Well done. Randy, thank you for being who you are and doing what you do, and for being our friend. We're happy to see you, and look for him on Fox. He'll be there all this whole conference here at CrimeCon. Randy's going to be featured on Fox News.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
See you soon.
As always.
Hey, back at CrimeCon again here in beautiful Las Vegas at Caesars, and who are we visited by?
Lauren Conlon.
Lauren Conlon, one of our favorite people in the world.
Hi, guys.
She's awesome, and it's so great to see you here.
It's so good to see you guys, too. Sorry for my coffee breath.
No, oh gosh, there's worse than that. There's worse than that.
Fair.
Are you having
Not much.
Are you enjoying CrimeCon this year so far?
I am. I love it. It's our Super Bowl, guys. So,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, I will say, it's not that I'm not a dog person, but there's a lot of dogs here. My eyes are a little itchy. There's a lot of, I've just never seen this many booths with dogs. So,
You're like the 34th person. That's
yeah. No, but it's so cool. It's such a great experience, and just seeing all of the content creators and people that you communicate with and work with, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun because you get to put the faces now with the numbers that we all have to look at.
Yeah.
You know, now they're real people.
Yeah.
But it's great that you're here. You got some stuff going on tonight, right?
Yes. So tonight, I will be on Jesse Weber Live. We're doing a quick little panel about certain cases. Would you take the case? So I think I'm going to be with a bunch of lawyers. I will be the only non-lawyer, so that should be interesting.
Well, you need one person to make sense in the group.
Yeah.
All right. To our lawyer friends, you know we're joking.
Right.
Even Shakespeare joked about
Yeah.
it. So.
But
Yeah.
not really.
So
Not that
funny.
much.
So
And
funny.
everything else good with you? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you are the crime court TikTok reporter of
Thank
maybe
you.
all time.
Thank you so much. It's the best.
You work your ass off.
I love what I do, and I love working, and so it makes everything worthwhile. So thank you for saying that. I really appreciate that, and I feel like I don't deserve that, but thank you.
No, you do deserve
Yeah,
it. For years,
thank you.
you've been out there doing high quality work
Thank
on
you.
high profile cases and even uncovering lesser ones, covering cases for the media, for people who don't necessarily have the time to really pay attention or to understand it the way you do.
Thank
So you make it easy for people to understand what's going on with cases, and for that we
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Dan. Thank you, guys. And thank you for what you do, because if it wasn't for you guys, I mean, obviously you are both decorated and retired now, but I mean, everything you do and everything you did do, it helps us so much. I mean, obviously you guys have saved many, many lives, but now it's like you're shedding light on certain things that happen in current events. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now that, Tom and Dan have sort of said from a perspective of law enforcement, it makes a lot more sense why certain things happened or didn't happen. So yeah.
No,
So thank you.
Thank you.
It's fun, and we get something out of it. It's great.
Yeah.
And the best part about your videos is right up front, we know what the weather is.
Because all people have an umbrella or I'm sweating. Yeah.
No, but that's true.
Yeah,
That's real.
yeah.
We love that. That's great stuff.
Yeah.
So,
try.
Lauren, thank you for coming by.
Yep.
And, we're obviously going to see you again and hang out tomorrow, but we won't tell anyone that.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Secret to the media.
Secret.
All right.
Thank you.
We were hanging out at the bar in the lobby and found Jen Benjamin's just hanging out, doing her thing. Is an undercover, or were you legit?
No, I was actually a square that time. But if the opportunity provides itself, I mean, I can make a couple grand this weekend.
So Jen is one of our good friends and past guest and a legend from Las Vegas, working as an undercover, and has a great organization that you now own and run. Tell everyone about it.
Yeah, so I have a company called Covert Blue LLC. It's a law enforcement training company. I train officers from all across the country and now the world as of September. So I train them how to work undercover, how to identify it, how to investigate them, and also officer wellness and resilience. So mental health is very important for us to go these 20 to 30 years and be able to live the rest of our lives healthy and happy and live in that retirement dream.
Yeah. So we had the honor of having you as a guest on our show one time. And you told some of your story about some of your work as an undercover in the Las Vegas Metro Police Department. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't listened to that episode, give it a listen. You talk about having to have guts. You have to have guts to be a female, looking like Jen does, doing undercover work in the underbelly of society. And she did it, and did it with expertise, and now teaches others how to survive doing that. Very important work, putting some bad people away. We're honored to know you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yep.
And thank you guys for giving me this platform, because it started with you guys and then it just snowballed into this huge, great, amazing experience that I now get to create as a legacy.
So tell everyone how to get in touch with you and how departments get in touch with you.
Yeah, so departments can get in touch with me at www.covertbluellc.com or jen@covertbluellc.com.
Fantastic. Listen, it's a great opportunity to keep female officers safe, because male undercovers are a lot different than female undercovers, and how they're trained and what they have to do, and you bring that out, and you're doing your service and keeping undercovers safe and keeping their lives going. So great job.
Thank you guys.
Very-
for always supporting me.
Very high risk profession. That's because you're one of us. You're
That's
good.
it. One of us
Family.
did.
We're family here. Great to see you, Jen. We'll see you more, and everybody will be back with more great interviews here at CrimeCon Day 2.
So here we are at CrimeCon Day 2, and we run into future guests on our show, but we can't tell anyone that. That's a secret, but we're just going to let out anyway. Lindsay Wade, it is a pleasure to see you here.
Yeah, you too.
Tell us about, we'll start with CrimeCon.
Yeah.
How's CrimeCon going for you?
It's really good. It's been wild. We've had a lot of action at the booth here, selling lots of creepy van merchandise, and did a good talk yesterday with Bill Thomas from Mind Over Murder about missing DNA samples from CODIS, which is a big issue.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's
good.
interesting. Never thought of that.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. And this might be the best the best around. Creepy van. I mean,
Yes.
it's in every. The one that comes to mind immediately is Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, 100%.
Of course,
100%.
there's others,
But also, like, how many cases have we all heard of that involve a creepy van?
absolutely right.
And the funny thing is like the shirt is a conversation starter. So every time I wear it, somebody comes up and goes, "Oh, wait, I have to tell you about the time that I almost got kidnapped."
Yep.
And so it's
Walking through your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely right. Which I need one.
Yeah.
I have to get one.
Yeah.
But tell us about you, all right?
Yeah.
And a little bit. We don't want to give too much away before you come on the show.
All right.
But just a little bit about like what you're doing now and how kind of business is. And a little of all that.
So, just like a real brief overview, I'm a former detective, retired from the Tacoma Police Department in Washington State. Spent most of my time doing crimes against persons, so sex crimes, child abuse, homicide, cold cases, missing persons. Went to work for the AG's office in Washington for about 5 years. Went in the private sector for a little bit, and now I'm back working as an investigator for my local prosecutor's office in Pierce County. And then also like working on selling my book. So I wrote a true crime memoir called In My DNA, and it's kind of a collection of cases that I investigated over my career. And based on the title, a lot of them involve DNA. And using DNA to solve cases is sort of a passion of mine.
Right. And it's a great calling because we just discussed a little while ago how revolutionary it was in just changing not only investigations but the lives of people.
Absolutely.
With finally getting closure of so many old cases.
Absolutely. Even if the offender's dead, these families are still waiting for answers on these cold cases. So it doesn't really matter how long it's been. It's still important to get those answers.
Absolutely right. And we're not going to give too much away. But tell everyone where they can get your book.
So my book is available anywhere you buy books. So online, Amazon, Target, wherever, Barnes & Noble. Or you can go to my website, which is lindsaywade.org.
lindsaywade.org. Outstanding. Lindsay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sounds good.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Here we are with Bueller.
You know we were going to do that, son. You know we were going to do that.
So good.
We've been fortunate in this show that we have that someone is the most watched episode that we've ever done. And this is...
Well, you only did 2 episodes, though, right?
I was going to say 3. Just give you a little here. John Bueller did our show about the Scott Peterson case. He's the detective who locked him up, as you know.
There were several of us, yeah.
Okay. But you're here now.
Yeah.
Just take it.
Yeah, the other guys are behind that dumpster.
Right. Exactly. We left them there.
Yeah.
John, it's a pleasure to see you here at CrimeCon, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Just thrilling to see you guys. It was on my hit list to make sure I got over here and found you. And it was really stunning to me because I was 60 feet away and you recognized me. I thought, oh my gosh. If only I had that luck with women. How good would that be?
One of the things Tom and I are so grateful for is as a result of our police careers, we met great people. But now that we're retired and we're doing this, we get to meet people from all over like yourself, interview them, get to know them, start friendships, and we learn about the amazing life stories that people have, whether they be victims of crime or people like yourself. And like we said, the Scott Peterson case was a very famous case, but you and your police career worked some other cases we will be interviewing you on that are amazing, crazy things that even by your own admission, Scott Peterson is not nearly as interesting as.
It captured the public attention because of Christmas and pregnancy, and you got the mistress, and Lacey was attractive. Scott was, I guess, good looking for a dude. So you got those things going on. But we had some other good mysteries. That were, I thought, much more intriguing cases where we got there and you looked at the crime scene and you were ready to give up. You said, we don't have anything to work with here. There's no physical evidence that's going to lead to the killer, but you'd get a phone call or you'd pull a print or something would come up.
Yeah.
And those were really the fun cases.
Right. Yep. And, it's all about, like you just said, it's not that high profile case. It's like hundreds of others that you do that make that case, okay, that stood out, but there's so many other more important cases that victims.
Yeah, a lot of local stories. They, the victims weren't famous. They didn't, hit the cover of Vogue or anything like that, but they were just as important as Lacey and Connor. And a lot of the stories, to me, are a little more intriguing.
But one of the reasons I think we have developed a friendship is because you are an example of what we tried to be and live, which is a detective who's committed to finding justice for victims. And that's something that the public needs to understand. The level of commitment, time, energy, effort, time away from your family, going above and beyond that goes into making cases, big and little, on behalf of victims, shouldn't be overlooked, and we want people to understand that. That's part of the reason why we do the show, is to let people see what it's like to go through that. Now, you know what it's like to go without sleep.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, you do those, 28-hour days,
Yep.
and things like that, because you couldn't stop. You had to get these things done because they were kind of like, a banana. It's going to get brown too quickly, and you got to get on it. But one of the things, that we always talk, and especially around here, the whole theme of this really essentially is pretty much murder. One of the things that is missed, I think, by a lot of people is not everybody who commits a murder is the Jack Nicholson pounding through the bathroom door in The Shining. Some of the guys that we dealt with, if you take the murder aside, they're just kind of likable. And it makes it much easier as a detective when you're working a case like that if you don't hate the guy that you think did it. So you can stay objective, you can gather that evidence, whether it looks good for him or whether it looks bad for him. That's the way you get a successful prosecution, because you're not hiding anything.
Absolutely right. Couldn't agree more. So what do you think of this CrimeCon setting here in Las Vegas?
Well, who doesn't like Vegas? Vegas is always good. I had heard about this for a couple of years, and I had entertained going. And then I was talking to Brian Enton from News Nation a while back, and he encouraged me to go. And I thought, well, it might be worth a shot. And then I came down here, and it exceeded my expectations. It's really a good time. I'm lucky I'm not getting recognized very much. Once in a while, somebody will figure, oh, who's this guy? Or you look familiar. And I just said, well, did you ever see a Pee Wee Herman movie? And they, oh, yeah, that's where I saw you. So there's always something. But and there's Brian right there with the best hair in the industry. Yes. But it's
Right on cue.
It's I couldn't have timed that any better. So it's just fun. There's a lot of really nice people here. That I would have loved if the three of us could have taken them along as a fourth partner in the murders that we investigated, because they share in that enthusiasm we have for chasing the killers.
Right.
Absolutely. Well said.
The hallmark of a professional, every word you said. John,
Thanks, man.
great to see you in person after meeting you. And ladies and gentlemen, more from CrimeCon. John Bueller, our personal hero.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
That's fun.
Thank you, brother. That was great.
So here we are, CrimeCon 2026 in Las Vegas, Nevada, and my dear good friend from News Nation, Laura Engel. How are you?
I'm great. I mean, this is, for those of us that cover true crime, the Super Bowl of true crime, you've probably heard that before, but it's so empowering to be here to talk to people like yourself and victims' family members who are looking for help, looking for answers for their cases. And it makes you feel like, this is something that I can do to help them, to shine a light.
Oh, no doubt. And, on our end, we're so caught up in numbers, as you are sometimes too. And all the numbers have a face here.
Yes.
So when they come up, oh, we know you from here, we know you from here. It makes everything, all the hard work about it, face off. It makes it all worthwhile. Especially, like you said, getting stories out about victims has to keep going out there, or else it stops.
Yeah, and learning how the new technology is continuing to move forward, and we're hearing more and more. I was talking with Othram. We talked to other people here that are in forensics that are talking about ways to solve crimes. I mean, even just to go back and talk to Othram about the Brian Koberger case is fascinating to think about what they did. And because not everything is solved through CODIS, that federal system. So there's all these different avenues of putting the pieces of the puzzle together that are so fascinating that we need to share with everybody, because we want people in the public. There's so often that I've interviewed people who are like, well, I thought that they didn't need my help. I thought that I didn't need to come forward because I figured somebody else did it. But every little piece helps. And if that technology continues to advance, and then somebody comes forward and it can all come together, and maybe we can solve the case.
Absolutely. And you know what? No one knows how much goes into an investigation.
Yeah.
Because I watch too much TV.
Right.
All right, it's just this. There are so many integral parts that go into an investigation, from crime scenes to interrogations to just canvassing an area to talk to people. Now, like you said, the advancement of technology with surveillances and, GPS and Bluetooth and all that, is so helpful in the law enforcement world, but you have to let everyone know it's out there,
Right.
so they can tap into it to give law enforcement the help they need.
Absolutely. And those are the stories I love to be able to tell. Like I said, I mean, we do it at News Nation. I do it on my YouTube as well. I'm heavily invested in the Long Island serial killer case. What do you think about that?
It was great work. I mean, you knew it was going to take a while.
Yeah.
It was going to, and I loved how they were methodical about it.
Yeah.
And just took their time. Because listen, I've said this on numerous shows when they've asked me, Guthrie, Kohlberger, whatever it is. When you're doing a case like that is now a high profile case,
Yeah.
you're going to get one shot.
Mhm.
Because there's going to be no do-overs.
Nope.
You're not grabbing someone and going, well, maybe we got enough, and if it's not, we'll go get the bag. No.
Right.
You got one shot, and you need to do everything right, even if it takes a while. And it'll pay off in the end.
Everybody's talking about Nancy Guthrie here too.
Yeah.
That's been kind of the number one thing that I've had conversations with people about. People want to talk about the yogurt shop murders, Scott Peterson. These are stories I know that you've talked about as well.
Yep.
What's the big one for you?
We did a great show on Scott Peterson, but you know what? It's great being in this world because the true crime stories don't have a time frame, don't have a time life, a shelf life. So we just did one on the Son of Sam, that's going to come out this week.
Okay.
With just me and Dan talking about that case because we both lived in the city at the time. My dad was an NYPD detective at the time, and I had 4 older sisters who were hanging out in the city because we were living in the city.
Right.
So a lot of that came back through that show. So that's the good thing about what we do. Those stories don't run out, so you can always go back and talk about them. So Kohlberger and Guthrie case, I did numerous shows on that. And it's just a heartbreaking story because I don't think if it was done right in the beginning, we wouldn't be where we're at today.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep. So that's a tough one. How can everyone get you, watch you, see you, tell everyone?
So I've got a YouTube channel, Crime Files with Laura Ingle, recently rebranded. So please come and join me over there because I like to do my boots on the ground, behind the scenes. I do a lot of behind the scenes. Like I ended up on the plane from New York to Vegas with the attorney of Asa Ellerup, the now ex-wife of Rex Heuermann. So of course, we were in the Uber line. I said, we've got to do an interview right now, right here. So stuff like that. So I'll do deep dives on cases, and I look forward to talking to you guys as well.
Fantastic.
And News Nation as well. Every weekend, I've got the network's only 4-hour program, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on News Nation Eastern, and Sunday, 9 to 10, 12 to 1. And you can find me on my socials, where I follow these guys too.
Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're busy, you run a lot. Yeah. So thank you for taking the time to talk to us. And we'll always have you back.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. See you soon. So here we are with a beyond good friend, Julie Grant.
You guys are so
amazing
sweet.
to see you.
It's so good to see you.
We do a lot of on camera stuff,
Yes.
so we don't have the opportunity to do this.
Right.
So when we do, we got to do this.
Yeah.
How you been?
I'm down. I'm good. I'm actually great. I'm really great. I got some great news yesterday. I'm skin cancer free.
Yay!
Thank God.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you.
That's
So
news.
that's the best news I could have gotten.
Oh
So,
my God.
and I'm in Vegas right now. So, no skin cancer and in Vegas. What more could it draw us? Right? And with you too, Tom and
thank
Jan, with you too.
So in
check it
addition
every
to
month.
being one of the nicest people in this true crime world and law and world, you have an experience. Let's take the audience through. How did you get to be on True Crime TV? What's your humble beginnings?
Sure. Humble beginnings started in Steubenville, Ohio. Great city. That's my hometown. So I went to work my hometown station, and I was kind of on the crime court cops beat. I anchored the morning show, and then out the door, maybe like 7:30 or so, and we'd go and check the books at the police stations and sit in on cases. And it was in watching trials that it solidified an urge I'd always had to go to law school. I just didn't know when I would do that in life.
Right.
But then watching the prosecutors and the defense attorneys and all the court excitement, I thought, I think I need to do this now. So then I went to law school full time and then became a prosecutor and then went back into TV.
And then I went back to school for a few more years. Got my
Which is
LLM
always the
so I can
case.
teach trial advocacy.
Right.
Yeah. So all good things. And then wound up at Court TV in 2019 and did 7 years of that. And now the future is bright. So we'll see what happens.
Good. Turn the page. That's all.
Yes.
So we
God is
asked you
good.
this on our live show that we did.
Yes.
All right. But what's CrimeCon to you?
CrimeCon is a great place to connect with great people. And I am so blessed to have met both of you because you're not only incredible colleagues, brilliant minds. You know so much about criminal procedure and justice and policing and detective work. I love talking to you about all those things, but you're also friends too. And that means a lot to have your friendship. You both have been so kind to me as well. So I think CrimeCon's a great place to meet people like Dan and Tom. And I'm looking at, I meant to do Dan and Tom.
We're in
and
the mirror. It's okay.
you know what's funny? I'm trying to play to your camera and I've got my arms behind each of you. Yeah, so take two. Great place to meet Dan and Tom. Trust me, I know who you both are.
Yes.
And because you get to learn from people like the two of you, and you also form friendships and bonds, with you guys. So it's like that. And it was Jerome Cullum who introduced us.
Yes.
Who's another friend, and a brilliant mind that I've learned so much from. And she does crime scene investigations and crime scene processing, which is a whole other animal, when it comes to, case solving and casework. So it's been cool to get to talk to her on my show, with those sorts of things. Hi, Beth Karras. I get to see Beth Karras here. This is just so much fun. And so, and then you form friendships too. Cheryl's a dear friend too. So,
Right.
yeah.
And this
That's
is the
all
best
really
part
great.
about CrimeCon, because we
It is,
all, like I just said to someone, but you're behind a camera, you're behind a computer screen, you're on a text, and here we all get to see each other. That's the best part.
That's the truth, Tom.
So,
it is.
Thank you so much for taking the time to join
Dan,
us.
yeah, I
Thanks.
turned my head the right way.
Yeah, no. Thank you.
Oh, my
one
pleasure.
of the best people
Gold
you'll ever meet
shields.
anywhere.
Oh,
Julie
thank you
Grant,
guys.
our pal.
The gold shields. Watch the show. Download it.
We're gonna-
Subscribe to it.
We're
Watch
ending it
regularly.
right there. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. That was great.
This is so nice.
Oh my gosh. Here we are back at CrimeCon on Saturday, day 2. And who do we run into? She comes to the booth. Longtime friend, somebody I have a deep respect and admiration for, one of the nicest people in the business, Beth Karras. How you doing, Beth?
Well, I'm doing great, Dan. Thank you very much. I heard yesterday when I was roaming around that there were these 2 NYPD detectives or retired detectives over against the wall. And I said, I got to find these guys. I know these guys. So that was yesterday. Here I am today. You weren't here at the moment. The booth was empty. It was later in the day. So I'm doing great. I was on a panel this morning. Season 2 of my show has wrapped. Curious Case on ID, which also streams on HBO Max. And looking forward to a summer, maybe not so busy.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be busy, young lady, because you are very popular and very good at what you do, is why you're going to be so busy. And that's why ID smartly picked you up with the Curious Case of, which is a great show. And Beth's piece in it, it's a little slightly different crime show.
A little different.
But I love it because it's a little bit original, but you get a chance to add commentary and opinion in certain places. And sometimes it's just funny because you got a sense of humor, girl.
Yep, they let me kind of be me, let my personality show.
Yes.
So I can be a little bit tongue-in-cheek. I can be serious. I still do legal analysis. I can react and say, what the heck was that? Like I would never have done that when I was covering a trial,
Yeah.
for court TV. And I certainly never would have done something like that in court.
No. Well, we go back a long way. When you were a young felony DA in Manhattan in the 1980s, I was a young cop in Manhattan, and I brought cases in, and I had a couple of cases with you, and then years passed, and you forgot who I was. I was just another handsome guy. And then we end up reconnecting. But it's great to see that you have done so well in your true crime career. You interspersing your legal experience, trial experience, real stuff in Manhattan, with your ability to help broadcast to the world what's really happening in a trial, what's really happening in the case. Nobody's better than you at it, Beth, and it's such a pleasure to see you again.
I appreciate that, Dan. I'll just do one slight correction. It was the 80s, but let's just say it was the late 80s, okay?
Late 80s.
Late 80s.
Yeah, it was late 80s. Yeah. And she was 15 at the time. Beth, thank you so much.
Very much.
Continued good luck with everything you have going
And
on.
same to you.
The Curious Case of with Beth Karras. Great to see you.
Thank you.
So here we are. Once again, this is like Law and Crime Part 2 in Las Vegas with seriously great friends, great hosts with an amazing network. Sierra, Chris, Jesse, thank you so much for joining us for a minute. So we'll start.
Can we have
with
more
you.
compliments?
Yeah.
Just a few more
One or two
compliments.
more.
More
I
com-
love your hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
You dress great. and
mean
you're
lambada.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please compliment our On Patrol Live duck who has a lot to say during the course of this interview.
beautiful. So we're going to start with you.
Okay.
All right. CrimeCon. What's it like? How do you like
Wow.
it?
Okay, here, I'll hold it.
Yep.
Okay, great. This is my first CrimeCon, so, and Chris can talk about this too. I had no idea what to expect, and I am shocked at the number of people who connect with everything that we talk about, who feel like they know us because we're in their living rooms or bedrooms or kitchens or bathrooms, honestly. And honestly, yeah, it's on the phone. You can take it anywhere with you. And we're talking about things that, like, honestly, I just do it as my job. And then when I take a step back, I'm like, wow, this is really important and really impactful to so many people. And it's really cool to see that it matters, you know?
And you get to see all the numbers that we're involved in.
Yeah.
You know, so they become people. And
Yeah,
that's-
exactly. Because sometimes we'll just see like, 1 million views, which is great and really cool. But it's cool to see, oh, Sierra, I remember when you did this story, it really affected me. And it's like, it's fun. It's great. Yeah.
Chris, what about you?
You want my
Oh,
first?
double that.
All right, I said this. I said this last year. You got two masculine buff guys with these microphones.
Yeah.
Here,
Look at that. No, it's great. And a lot for like what Sierra was saying, because like I do the show from my basement. So it's like I'm sending these videos out into the universe. You're like, okay, the numbers are great. You know, hopefully the numbers are great. But you know, to meet people who are actually watching,
know who we are.
like heading into next week, like I'm energized. Like going into next week, kind of getting back to it, like knowing so many of these people are people watching. Hopefully have you on. Hopefully have you on as well. Get you guys on. We can talk about some of these cases because it's always awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just add one more thing. It's like another great thing about CrimeCon is there are people who have great stories, real stories that are not getting enough attention in the media. They come here and they're asking for an opportunity to just be heard. And we have platforms, thankfully, where we can amplify those stories and get more attention, and it can have a real effect. And so this is a great convention, a great community where people who have this shared interest, unfortunately, sometimes shared trauma, they can connect and be together. And it's a really special place. And so, you know, and this is, I think, the biggest one, 7,000 people. I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, this is such a big event. This is our fourth. Tom and I have been coming for 4 years since we started the show. And every year it gets bigger. Every year it gets better because people start to know who we are. We start seeing people come by the booth who we saw last year and the year before. And you're like, I still listen to your show. You're great. But seriously, Law & Crime, you guys do an amazing, amazing job in a very respectful way, dealing with the cases that are out there, going over them, doing a public service of educating on what's going on, and at the same time, in your own way, seeking assistance from the public on certain things. And people need to hear this more often. So often they don't get their news from traditional anymore. They're getting it from podcasts and shows on cable channels and stuff. But you guys all do a great job. And every time we've been on, you've treated us fantastic, and we love it. So keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for doing what you do.
I was just going to say, it's a pleasure doing it, and we figured it out last night. The first time I was on Law & Crime was with you.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
It was. You're
First
welcome.
time.
Then it goes downhill. Once you have Sierra going to the other show.
So here we are, day 3, the last final day at CrimeCon. And before we get to a big announcement that we're going to make with these two unbelievable people,
That's right.
who are now part of our Gold Shields of the world, Giovanni and Rebecca. See, we're doing a professional thing now, so it's Rebecca.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do Becca later.
We're very formal. We're very formal.
But listen, I'm going to leave it to you guys, all right? Tell everyone about your company, what it does, and then we'll get into the really good news.
Yeah, it sounds great. So Friends Mythology Services, we're the largest forensic mythology group, so autopsy group, independent investigations into unsolved deaths. When families need direct access for second opinions, we give them immediate access to those professionals around the entire United States and the world.
It's
amazing, incredible, and so incredibly neat. Introduce yourself, first of all.
Yeah. So Giovanni Treleris, I'm the CEO of the company. I founded it back in 2018. I'll let Rebecca introduce herself here.
Yes, I'm Rebecca Sustaita. I'm the Director of Marketing for FDS.
Yes, and so we had the opportunity to meet these fine folks, and we talked and learned about what they do, and it is so powerful and important that there are options out there for forensic pathology services for a number of reasons, for families of victims, for law enforcement agencies who need help. Not everybody runs a top shelf FBI lab.
Yep.
And there's thousands of agencies around this country that are maybe not properly equipped to handle certain types of cases, and they need the help. And if they're able to ask for it, they need experts like you have. Thank you. So you're running an amazing service, and we're so proud to be even knowing you guys, but we have more to say about our relationship, don't we?
That's what I've heard.
So the big news, we had big news last year.
Yep.
When we got our merchandise and Jan on board.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, our big announcement is you are now going to be a sponsor of Gold Shields.
Very excited. Very excited. Yeah, it's actually, I think, going to be our first paid sponsorship. We just really love your guys' vision, everything you guys have been doing. So when we met you guys, having that opportunity to work directly with you was just, for us, like career changing, company changing.
Yes, we just feel so honored to be a part of your guys' community and seeing what you've built and just be a part of that.
It is such an honor because the way Dan and I look at it, you're putting your faith in us, and that means a lot. You know, for us to represent your company,
Yes.
and in the way we can with our platform and the people involved in our show, it is literally an honor. We don't take it lightly, you know, with anyone that is involved in our show. And it means a lot to us because Dan and I talk about it all the time. We look back when we had like $20 mics sitting in a closet with an old laptop doing the show.
Trying to figure out the lighting.
Trying to figure out if we could buy like business cards. And now we're to a point of having incredible companies like yours be part of our world. So thank you for that.
Appreciate it. It's a great opportunity, and we know it's just going to grow into so much more. So this is just the beginning.
Yes.
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're tapping into a vein that's necessary in this country, which is an expertise in an area that there are lots of families out there that need that second opinion, that need that answer. They don't necessarily accept what they've been told by a medical examiner's office, and sometimes it's for good reason. And not to put medical examiners down, they do a great job, and sometimes they're overburdened, and sometimes they miss something. If you get a second opinion on a dental procedure, why wouldn't you get it on the end result of something that happened to a loved one?
Exactly.
And if you're a law enforcement agency and you believe in justice, as Tom and I have dedicated our careers to, you want to get the right answer.
Yes.
You want to get the right answer for the courts, the prosecution is proper, so things are laid out the way they have to.
Yeah.
You guys have your network of physicians, you have your network of medical examiner experts all around the country who are able to respond and do this type of work for everybody. So thank you for what you're doing. It's so needed. And this is kind of that privatization expertise that's happening within the forensic world.
Exactly.
And it's needed. It really is. So thank you for what you do. We're honored to be with you guys.
Appreciate you guys, man. It's been so great. We're so happy.
Tell everyone how they can find us.
Yeah, so I know how to find you
we're all
guys.
together now.
So you can find us on socials at Forensic Pathology Services or on our website, www.fpsllc.org.
And you will see them on our website. You will see them as part of our show, our social media posts. You know, now they're part of the family.
Yeah.
So, again, like Dan said, we're honored and thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Giovanni and Rebecca, and thank you to everyone for watching.
See you soon.
So here we are with two amazing people we met here at CrimeCon, and we're happy to be with them, and we love what they do. They're helping people who are victims of human trafficking, and they're going above and beyond that. Ladies, please introduce yourself, who you are, and what you do.
I'm Shannon. I'm Amanda.
We're
Amanda.
sisters.
Yeah.
Yes. So we run a business called Ring True, and we also have a nonprofit that's called Family Shield. So for our business, we work with ladies who've been rescued out of human trafficking, like you said. We go to safe homes and we teach survivors how to hand make all of our jewelry, and then we're able to offer them a job through our business. So it's work that the survivors can do right inside the safe home, and the reason that's so important is that a lot of times the ladies will come to the safe home with not very much, and they've been forced to earn income for others for so long. So when they come and they have an opportunity to make money for themselves, that gives them hope so that they will stay in the program. They'll go through the therapy. They will do all of the hard work to become well, but they're also saving for their future, opening bank accounts, learning how to pay their taxes, and all those things that will help them eventually get back on their feet. So that's our mission with the jewelry that they make. And then for our nonprofit, honestly, we've just heard so many stories for so long of horrible things that have happened to people. For our own sanity and for just the sake of the world, we wanted to do something that would be preventative. So we started a nonprofit called My Family Shield, and it's to help give instructions for parents, like step-by-step tutorials on how to keep their kids safe online with their devices, any of the apps that they're using, like really just kind of give very basic, like, hey, press this button, go here. I'm not good with tech, so like I need somebody to give me like a step-by-step, okay, what am I looking for on my screen, so that we can know how to do it the right way, because it's ever changing, things are always happening, and it's like parents know that there's a problem, but in actuality, like, how do you address that? Like, what do you do to protect your kids? We want to help fill that knowledge gap and make sure that people know exactly where to go and what to do.
Well, what you're doing is it's great because you're tackling things that are going on in real time and in real world. And the opportunity you have to have a survivor of trafficking in front of you to produce something for everybody else. I mean, the emotions you guys must see from them of their worth now and an accomplishment must be incredible.
Yes. It's everything. That's like our favorite part about it, is watching them be proud of themselves. They accomplish something, like learning a new skill. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes, it's like when they arrive in the safe home, a lot of times, the ladies are kind of just like withdrawn, they're not really sure, and we just want to come watch, and we're like, that's fine, just come sit with us, know. And then after a while they begin to feel safe and open up and like hang out, and it's just really beautiful to see them become themselves again. And it's that's an incredible piece that we feel honored that we get to be a part of.
That's fantastic. And you guys do more than just that. You have an affiliation with Chris Hansen.
This is true.
Who's famous.
Yes.
For finding the predators among us and
Taking
exposing them. Right.
Heck yeah.
Tell us about the Ghost operational project that you're involved with.
Yeah, so Ghost Chris Hansen is from Michigan. We are from Michigan as well. And the Ghost team is in Genesee County. So Ghost stands for Global Human Oppression Strike Team. So they partner with Chris Hansen a lot. And for his show Takedown with Chris Hansen, they'll be the ones to do the actual takedown when he pops out and grills these dirtbags about being disgusting.
Yes,
and so
the Chris's. So,
yeah.
Sheriff Chris Swanson actually started the Ghost Task Force, and then he and Chris Hansen are friends, so they partner together a lot on the takedown operations.
It's amazing.
So,
yeah.
Well, I can tell you, Tom and I, if I can speak for you, would love to be the two guys outside the house throwing the guy face down in the concrete when he comes out.
Me too.
Thinking he's going to hang out with an 11-year-old.
Yeah,
we're okay with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so we've been on a few of the ride-alongs with them, or the sting operations.
Yeah.
And I cried the whole time, and she's in the back and going,
yeah.
and I'm just like, so I don't know, everybody handles it different ways, but I wish I could be the one kicking butts, but I'm just like, that's not really for me. I love that you guys are able to do that.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing your part in what you do because it's so important, because if you don't keep talking about it, it disappears.
Yes.
And then no one knows about it. So the more attention it's coming from Chris or you guys or whatever, these topics of child exploitation, human trafficking and all that has to continue to be out there. And you guys are pushing that. And it's a credit to both of you to what you do. You're not getting pushed to do it. You do it because you care. And that, unfortunately, is a rare thing today. So thank you for what you guys do.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. You guys are awesome.
And the last piece of it is we're honored the impact side of the house here. We're going to be making some donations and working with you to ensure that the ladies that you are working with who were victims and are now becoming empowered have a tool, the impact tool, to defend themselves should they need, and to give them that confidence. We're proud and honored to be donating to your organization. So we look forward to that.
Thank you.
We're excited about the partnership going forward, and we love what you do, and thank you for giving us your time here.
Yes, thank you so
How
much.
can everyone get in touch with you?
Donate,
do whatever they can do.
Thank you so much. Yeah, our website is myfamilyshield.org. So if people want to donate there, or also on our website for our jewelry business, it's ringtrueco.com. We have what's called our Survivor Support Club. So it's $1 a day every month. You get a brand new piece of jewelry that the survivors are making, and it's consistent work that we're able to provide for the ladies. So you save the pieces for yourself that you like, and then they actually come gift wrapped already, and they will come with a card that's hand signed by the survivor who made it. So if you want to give them away as gifts to people, you're raising awareness for anti-human trafficking, and it's something beautiful that you can give away. So
amazing.
That's a great way to support.
Great job. Support them. Get involved, everyone. Don't let this issue disappear. All right, get involved. Get on their websites and help out. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, guys.
This is great.